Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the professional Harley T. Morse, and this is my 10th vlog. I wanted to make this because I kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about different TV shows that I've been watching during the lockdown, just to keep myself and my girlfriend busy. We've been watching a lot of Hulu, catching up on a lot of episodes of Family Guy. I used to watch Family Guy all the time growing up, but after she moved in, got interested in different shows, and everything just started getting busier and busier and busier in my life, I kind of fell off watching Family Guy all that much. So I'm trying to catch up a little bit on that. I think we're starting with episodes that aired in 2016, or around that time. It was around the time they introduced Cleveland back into the show. Also, we're watching American Dad from the start, just because. Why not? We got none but time on our hands. What other shows have we been watching? Also, we're trying to catch up on the last couple of seasons of South Park. A couple of years ago, me and her ended up watching pretty much every episode Hulu had available. And we just recently got Hulu again, and I heard that they're going to be removing South Park from Hulu to put it on this new HBO Max subscription service. So I wanted to catch up on the last couple seasons before they do that. How I'm going to keep up with it after that, I don't know. I might not. But so far, I've been enjoying, going back and watching some older TV shows. Well, I guess as old as 4 years ago, you could say. But a couple other shows I wanted to recommend to each and every one of you out there about what you could watch during your downtime, during this lockdown, during these tough times, whenever you're just bored. Netflix has a few good shows that I've watched. I really enjoyed Bojack Horseman. Whenever that first came out, I heard how popular it was, but I decided to hold off, and I didn't really want to get into it. Mainly because I didn't have Netflix, and it didn't sound all that appealing. But once they finished up and wrapped up all 6 seasons, I decided, what the heck, let me give it a shot. And sure enough, it is a very, very good show. Very big emotional roller coaster, if you ask me. Just the in-depth look at depression, drug addiction, consequences to people's choices, people trying to move on from said choices and make themselves better. So if you have the time, which I know a lot of us do right now, I'd recommend Bojack Horseman on Netflix. And I know it's not really a kid's show, just saying, but a lot of adult themes. What other shows are good out there? I know, I believe Netflix still has every season up to season 14 of Supernatural. That was a show my girlfriend was really into, and for the longest time, again, just one of those things where I'm like, I'm not really all that interested. But then she talked me into it, and we started from the first season and watched all the way up until the most recent one, season 14. And I gotta say, very, very good show. You can really get sucked into it. It's a show that feels like it takes a while to watch, because they're hour-long episodes. Unlike other episodes of shows that I've already mentioned, like Family Guy or American Dad, which are only those 20-minute blocks without the commercials. So they feel like they go by very, very quickly. So I could watch 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 episodes and feel like, oh wow, it's only been a couple of hours. Like, holy cow, I've already watched like a dozen episodes. But when it comes to something like Supernatural, which is an hour-long episode, it feels a little bit... It's a little harder to watch those like back to back. Granted, I did, but still. Another show that reminded me of is Lucifer. Again, girlfriend was watching, talked me into it, and I really enjoyed that show. But I feel like it has the same issue with Supernatural, because it's an hour-long show. It's like when you watch 2 or 3 episodes, it feels like, oh my god, I've watched this for, and then you realize you just watched the length of the most recent Avengers movie. So that kind of like feels why the episodes take a little bit longer, why it kind of drains you a little bit more than the other ones I've already previously mentioned. I have watched a little bit of the Cleveland show. That came out about 10 years ago and was a bit of a failure. But the few episodes I've watched haven't been bad. There's a couple of shows, like me and her also watched The Mandalorian when that came out. I greatly enjoyed it. I know some people have a problem with it, but I greatly enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool the way they did the effects, which, from what I heard, was revolutionary. And it's so cool how they make the planets look the way they do, and how they feel like different locations and all this stuff. it was very, very good show. I recommend that. One show I've been meaning to try to catch up on is Marvel's Spider-Man, the newest cartoon version that came out after the Ultimate Spider-Man. Also, I'm still trying to keep up with wrestling. I really need to get into watching AEW Dark, because I heard they put on really good matches, and a lot of people that you don't see on Dynamite, you'll see on Dark. And so that's something I've been wanting to try to get into. It's just been a little difficult trying to balance all the shows and everything like that. I miss watching NWA Power when I was coming out regularly, but obviously with the lockdown and everything going on, that's kind of where we're at right now. Oh, speaking of the lockdown, starting I believe in May, Florida's governor is going to allow limited seating for public events. Now, I can see this going one of two ways, possibly three ways. It's going to be perfectly fine, and they're going to slowly increase the capacity of the arenas from 20% to 30% to 40 to 50 until we can all gather again. And everything will be fine. People will enjoy the shows, and we will get, everything will be fine. Number two, they let this happen. No, they're already letting it happen. It's going to happen. And the second wave of COVID-19, which people are predicting is going to hit, and a lot of people are going to get sick, and a lot of people might end up worse than that. I hope that second option doesn't happen. Or there's a third option that they'll just go back, like a couple more people will get sick, it will increase a little bit, and they'll shut everything down again. And we'll just go back to empty arenas. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it works out. I hope that we can actually start getting crowds back into arenas, back into social events. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Just wait and see. If it works for Florida, who knows? It can branch out all across the country into different states, and we try to get back to some sense of normality. It's gonna take some time. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. I've talked to you guys about several different TV shows to check out during the lockdown, whenever you're bored, whenever you just want something to do. Oh, also, check out the Muppets movies on Disney+. Muppets Treasure Island, watched it last night. Classic Tim Curry, chewing scenery, and he is the most animated Muppet that isn't a Muppet ever. Like, he was just awesome in that role. So yeah, check out the Muppet movies on Disney+. Check out Bojack Horseman. Check out, Supernatural. Check out, Family Guy, South Park. Whatever you want to check out, whatever streaming services you have. Enjoy your time off if you can, and try to just, keep yourselves busy. And I will talk to you guys next time.